Well, the big news of the week, AEW Dynamite moving from TNT to TBS next year, 2022. They're also getting a new show, AEW Rampage. Apparently, it's an hour show. Will be on Friday nights at 10 on TNT, but that will also move to TBS next year. And, of course, this has to do with NHL, getting the NHL contract. TNT is going to put Wednesday night NHL games on. Apparently, TNT will still have 4 AEW TV specials throughout the year. They're saying they're going to be like Clash of the Champions type shows that WCW used to do.
I mean, bro, wrestling is just it's just being watered down to the core, you know?
Yeah.
There's just a million shows on now, a million. I mean, like you're telling wrestling fans, hey, watch wrestling 5 nights a week.
Yep.
6 nights a week. I mean, it's just, and the funniest thing is in the cable television landscape, wrestling's not doing that bad. There's nothing on cable TV that like besides sports and news. Is there anything on cable TV that you think that like anybody that you know watches? The genre of television and the networks and everything are kind of just gradually over the course of time being replaced by digital content. So it's like these people are just looking for content, and if you can't, like if TNT, if the Turner, if you can find a show that does it close to 1 million fans, 1 million viewers, like that's good content these days.
Yeah.
Because nobody watches cable TV anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the funniest thing is like, hey, we could use another hour show. Oh, great! We got 900 wrestlers. Let's just, let's just film 4 more matches.
Yep.
Because that's all this is. All the wrestling content is these days. Okay, there's no substance. There's no like real compelling characters that transcend people that say, hey, I got to go out of my way to watch this guy. It's just like wrestling is just like every week. It's just a constant display of 13 and 14-minute matches just like across like five days.
It's time filler, Glenn. It's time filler. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's time filler. See, Jeff, the thing, like, I just wish, man, I'm just tired of the work and the spin because there are 2 positive things about this deal, if you ask me, and they will not say them. And that's when I'm like, you guys are full of shit. I can read through what you're saying. First of all, bro, they're definitely piggybacking off of SmackDown with that new Friday show at 10 o'clock, which is smart to do. If you think the entire SmackDown audience at 10 o'clock, when that show over, is going to jump over to Renegade, whatever it's called, great. That's smart. That's smart. But you know what? Say that. Say that, because that's what you're doing. And the second thing is, Glenn, I don't know if you realize these numbers or not, but I want to, you're a numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy. Glenn, from 2016 to 2020, TBS average viewership dropped from 1.65 million to 420,000. That is the average viewership of TBS, 420,000. So, Jeff, the second positive is if they think they can bring a wrestling audience from TNT to TBS and up that number of 420,000, which is a joke, I get that. That's good strategy. If you think AEW and the wrestling audience is going to boost your overall viewership, great. Freaking say that. Don't give me the bullshit. Glenn, do you know in the same sentence, this is what Tony Khan said. We got a great deal. It was a very fair financial considerations. Bro, a great deal and financial considerations, fair, are 2 completely different things. Bro, it was either a great deal or it was fair considerations. It can't be both, bro. That's what I mean with these people. Just freaking stop with the bullshit. It's great that you're piggybacking off of SmackDown, and that might work for you. And if you could increase the number of TBS, great. But say it. Don't give me all the other bullshit in between, bro. You know, this is a guy that said 2 weeks ago that, well, we're permanently on TNT, hockey or no hockey. I'm not overreacting, bro. I'm tired of these assholes spinning everything.
What do you mean spin, Vince? They're announcing a new show. What are they supposed to do when they announce a new show? But where's the spin there?
Tell us really why you're moving to TBS. Don't tell me it's because they gave you $100 million, okay? Because that's bullshit.
Well,
their programming. Putting hockey on some of the nights, and we could just take this and move it to TBS. It's not going to affect the wrestling. The wrestling audience is not like, this wrestling audience, the AEW fan base, doesn't involve themselves in any other Turner programming. Like, these aren't basketball fans, and so these are just like this weird subculture, group of people that if you put it on any night, they're just going to follow around like a bunch of sheep to wherever it goes. Then the thing is about this is like, bro, this is like the wrestling business. This is the discussion, okay? And it's not no spins or anything, but it's just funny how nobody's really bringing up the fact that wrestling is increasing their content during a period of time during its lowest ratings periods ever. So it shows you that, like, even though like wrestling is as bad as it is, that is a testimony on the rest of the content on cable TV is that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the only genre you can point to that has a base, with the exception of like Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Rachel Maddow. These people that these other characters that have an audience for an hour, that people watch everything. Wrestling has a built-in fan base that's there, that it's like, okay, at least there's some fans there, they you can tap into, and they sell them on, we can increase the fan. And these executives don't study this and saying, I bet you an executive probably doesn't even know that if you look at like the graph of the ratings from like 2000 to now, they probably don't even see that thing. That's constant rate, seriously, because why would they be buying into this?
Well, they need content.
It's like
they need content.
Wrestling is like Bitcoin. Like people are buying it, like thinking that it's gonna like explode again and everything. And then
I just think
Bitcoin still goes up and then it goes right back down.
I don't think they think it's going to explode. I think they just need content.
Right.
They just need content.
Built in, yeah. Like, especially the AEW fans.
Right.
Like, you can sit there and tell. Like, the perfect example, if you like studied the reactions of like if you went online and looked at like the reactions of like the fan base after Raw, and then watch the reaction of the fan base after AEW's on, and you would think an executive would go like, hey, this AEW show sounds pretty good, because the other fans are like, oh my god, this was great. But the WWE fans bury everything,
right?
Even though they watch it. So I'm sure they're like they're selling these people like, well, at least their fans like this.
Yeah.
So you're saying, okay, we got 900,000 fans here. Let's feed this thing. It's like, well, the WWE has 1.8 million fans. Like, say, yeah, well, that's why they get $200 million. We can only give you 40.
Right. Well, 100.
So
100.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's the thing. It's like,